some southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next, you better give respect. Cause ain't nobody breaking this redneck. No, they don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none. No.
We're ready. Let's do it.
Oh, we can talk
All
about
right.
stuff.
What's going on, everybody? I am the one, the only, the WOOKIE, joined here by the normal cast of misfits. We have the Draz Core of the Draz Core.
That's me.
Dr.
Hey guys, how's it going?
The PhD of Keyforge, Dr. M. Sheep.
Hello.
And the Ewokiest of Ewoks, the Ewok Jr.
Hello, Keyforge community. Glad to be here as the EWOK_JR.
Yeah. Happy NEKO's Eve. Is that a thing?
Yep. Happy Nico's Eve.
Yeah, it is now.
Does Chota Hazari bring all the good boys and girls chunks if they've been good little boys and girls?
I've been very good, Chota.
If you were a Chota Hazari, what would you bring all the good boys and girls?
I would bring all the good boys and girls Ember Skies.
Ooh,
and
gross.
I would bring all the bad boys and girls a Bad Omen.
A Bad Omen?
Isn't that the name of the worst? Is that the name of it?
Oh, the worst.
Is that the worst prophecy?
That's the worst prophecy.
That's
That's the one where it's like exactly 6, right?
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah. Oh, just Bad Omen, not a Bad Omen. Just Bad Omen.
Is that the worst, though?
It's pretty bad. I mean,
The
what's
destroy
worse?
3 creatures might be as bad. I don't think I've ever seen that one trigger.
Yeah. Bad Omen is at the end of your opponent's turn if they have exactly.
I have never
6
seen
with
Bad Omen trigger.
I have seen it trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And so that's at least once.
I was gonna send this
so
to.
it could happen.
So I'm scrolling
So you're
through
saying there's a
Facebook
chance.
because I look at.
We have literally been on 30 seconds.
I know. I well, when I scroll,
ADHD, dude. Come on.
I scroll for questionable Facebook boobs. And I scrolled past
so you're
yeah. I think it's a step up from classy. I don't know.
okay.
I don't know. You
say so.
Y'all can just,
I don't think so.
questionable Facebook boobs?
I mean, you can just find that on Reddit. That's a subreddit.
Oh, wait. Questionable Facebook boobs is a subreddit?
I don't know if it's called that, but it's close enough.
Is it just called questionable titties?
All right. To refocus you, the end is nigh
cuties.
was the prophecy we're talking about during your opponent's turn.
hold
After 3 or
on.
more creatures have been destroyed this turn, fulfill the end is nigh. And I have not seen that trigger.
I have something way cooler. So I was scrolling through and I found a Lego set for the Rush. It's a semi for Rush, the band. It's the Rush Tour semi. And I was going to send it to Marcus, and then I looked. And I already see Marcus liked it. That's how that tied into Keyforge.
If Marcus likes it, it's a Keyforge thing. Is that what we're saying?
Well, I mean, Marcus is a judge in Keyforge. And that's how I know Marcus.
And therefore, he judges. Okay. All right.
He likes Rush, and I like Rush. He's going to like 5 other days this year that he spent an arm and a leg, which is crazy. I don't know what he really spent, but I know they were expensive, and I was a tiny bit jealous. But it is NEKO's Eve, so put out +1 power counters for Chota Hazari.
Do you know what you should not put out? If you were looking at the bottom 15 decks on DOK, they all have one thing in common for SAS-wise.
Okay.
They're all in Dark Tidings.
First statement. It's the bottom 15 of PV. Okay, they're all PV
of
decks.
PV,
So they're not gonna
okay.
have, yep.
Really?
They all
So,
have bad.
what are the
they
bottom-
All have the end is an I.
They do not have the same prophecies. No.
Oh,
They all
they
burnished
all have
nickels?
Untamed.
They do not all have Untamed, and they do not all have Burnished Nickels. Sheep, guess.
Redemption.
They all have Redemption. The bottom 15 decks all
There you
have
go.
Redemption. Ding, ding, ding. All right,
Uh-huh.
so don't leave that out for Chota Hazard.
Do you think they look at this and they're like, "Oh, maybe we should do something about it"?
No.
Yeah, print more redemption to bring the power level down. Because that's how you fix this game, by putting more bad cards in.
Is that the goal? Or were they like, "Oh man, PV too good, so let's make a set where we exhaust everything"? That won't ruin the game.
Because that'll fix Ask Again later.
Well,
Slowing it down.
the problem releasing a junk set fixes nothing because people will just go play PV.
Makes quick draw happy.
There you go. Well, I don't know. I mean, I was talking to Quick Draw at KFC, and with the action that was going on with Sleepy Dragons, I was like, "So, are you like down with this? Are you like, this is amazing?" And he was sort of like, "Meh." So, I mean, I don't understand what he likes, I guess, but he wasn't. He wasn't hating on. The set, but he wasn't.
He's like me.
pumped
He
about
doesn't like anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe that could be.
He likes dry
Well, I
toast.
can add. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say I liked playing Draconian Measures this week. That was fun. So
My
our
draconian measures.
our locals, we went ahead and played Sealed, and I had some Amber Skies, and Sheep brought out his Sleepy Dragons, and that game was done real fast. So fast that I said, "Yeah, let me try that deck, and you can take my Stinky Dragons."
Your sleepy dragons that were actually sleepy.
Yeah, they were very, very sleepy. And, his deck was actually a lot of fun. So it did actually bring some excitement. I am excited to be able to try some decks that
Did you guys bid chains for who got to play it in Game 3?
Nope.
Oh.
We just moved on, and Sheep was like, "Yeah, I'd never need to play your deck again."
Sounds like
But
a
now
very
I wish
Sheep
I had
statement.
This
I didn't
is true.
think I had enough.
I did. I tried to give that to you, too. And that's on you, man.
Well, I was thinking about people having to play it in, like, Archon. I wasn't thinking about needing something terrible for reversal.
I mean, but are you going to
Speaking-
play reversal?
Speaking of formats, that
If
will be
somebody
played,
challenges me to reversal, and I have to check a box,
Don't you still
All right.
have your reversal? You actually had a decent reversal deck.
no, I traded that.
He doesn't. He doesn't. I was giving him crap
Oh.
about that actually. That deck
Somebody
was,
really wanted it, and I said they will get more joy of it from me, and I'm pretty sure I got the assholes and clowns picture out of it.
So Mark wanted it.
Yep, yes.
Got it.
okay. So you traded the deck for assholes and clowns.
He
That's
got
actually,
more
that's
enjoyment
actually a great
out
story.
of a clown mooning everyone than that Keyforge.
I was
deck.
going to get out of that miserable experience.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
But speaking of formats, we do have this bothers me. The glorious tradition. Come on, guys! But you've done this twice. Is it glorious at this point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Play into
I
it
wasn't
with
in
words.
the server when they selected that. Now I am. Not that I would have come up with anything better, but I would have told them that was a questionable one.
I would have said NEKO Evermore. Because you
It
get
would have been
plus-
like the
'cause
revenge.
This is NEKO. It's like NEKO 1+1. Now it's NEKO 2. Now it's a 2-power creature.
No, it's
I
going to be when it's NEKO 11,
I
and it looks the same.
Well, then it's glorious. At that point, now it's glorious because it's
okay.
evolved.
Well, then you go
right?
XI, right? That's what you
Right.
do.
Yep, because we only use Roman numerals.
No, we'll switch that up just to keep it confusing.
Sorry, in numerals. Thank
Sorry,
you.
and you're welcome. But we got 16 formats. Okay, so we got 2 of you going. What one are you guys looking forward to the most?
I'm really sad I'm not going.
Okay,
I
haven't been to this, so my understanding is we get like a 4x4 grid card, and we're basically playing bingo, but it's going to have a bunch of these questionable formats.
Yep.
Which my topic tonight was going to discuss the questionable formats that we have to play in ABR, and my team asked me to rank. Like, you're supposed to rank the formats between 1 and 12 on what you wanted to play, right? And they were going to assign it based off of that. And I went through the ABR formats, and I handed out 7 12s and 11, some 6s, and I put a 1 somewhere. But it was basically like, will not play, will not play, will not play, will not play, will not play.
So what are you willing
was
to
the
play?
one? Sealed the M25?
Alliance. Yes, that one. Because somebody already had Sealed Archon as their one, so I didn't want to trump them having a 1 there, so I took a 1 in a column. Nobody had a 1 yet. And then they gave me exchange.
God. Why'd you put that as a 6? What was your
because it was a format I would play. Like, if forced, I would tolerate playing it.
You will play games.
Yeah, but it did come to me where I'm like, anything with adaptive in it, I don't want to do it. But even, like, I didn't even want to put my name on playing regular Archon. Because I'm not
because you're going to play against PV?
to compete in PV Archon. I mean, I'd have to borrow a deck. I could play it just fine, but I'm just like, I'm not going to practice for it, and I'm not going to enjoy it. So I don't want to do it.
Doesn't sound like a winning combination.
Right, and that's just kind of like, I was looking across all the formats for ABR, and I'm just like, there is something going on here when I'm just like, there are very few formats that are traditional, right? And it's just like, all this stuff we have to put on top of Keyforge to make reasonable even matches is interesting. I know people thought that was bad pre-WoW, because that's when a lot of these formats were designed. And at that point, I was like, we don't need all this. It's still fine, right? Like, I thought Archon was still fine then, and now I'm with them. I'm like, I think Archon is a dumpster heap. I have almost no interest in
pre-WoW
seriously playing it.
Yeah. I mean, pre-WoW, the problem was just the pandemic and the algorithm breaking, and we just
needed more to do.
Yeah, we were just like, we can only play our decks, the same decks so many times, right? Without spicing it up a little bit, right?
Well, there had always been a big component of people like over on Sanctimonious that were always trying to develop fair formats. And that's where this Morai and Exchange and all that stuff came out of that.
Yeah.
But here's where my issue is. Like, Keyforge was never intended to be fair or equitable. And so I love that there's different formats. I love that there's aspects to be able to play. It's just, it's not intended to be fair.
But I don't know. I don't find Archon as enjoyable as I used to. But I also...
Because the discrepancy is so...
No, because
it's so vast now.
Sheep bought fraud and got used to just kicking people's teeth in.
I never kick people's teeth in.
And now that Sheep's getting his teeth kicked in, he's a little upset.
No, we have gone over this many times, and that has never been a problem for me. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Seems like that's a problem.
That is not a problem.
Okay.
It's just I don't know. The games just, they don't seem as fun. And like I said, I also don't want to play a game where I have to put a game on top of it to be able to play the game I actually wanted to play.
They do seem extraordinarily more grindy and mentally taxing.
What, you're saying PV?
Yeah, the addition of PV. Because you literally are playing a mini game within a game that's going to determine whether you get the game you're sitting down to actually play or not.
There's a lot of different.
Feel like it's a little bit like the opposite, a little bit, because I'm like, well, if he's got this card under there, then I'm just screwed. So I don't know. Do I trigger it? Do I not trigger it?
No, you have the. That's not the Munchausen's. What is it? You have the Stockholm syndrome. You've like accepted your captors. You know, you're now accepting your captor, and you're just like okay. You're just like whatever.
Definitely where I am on OP. Like I'm like, this is what we're getting. Okay.
Yeah,
I think you said it best on Tuesday when we all got together. You're like, this is the level of effort they're willing to put in, and they're okay with the return they're getting from it.
Yes.
You know,
They're just waiting for Echoes of Omens so they can be like, oh, Keyforge just ain't cutting it anymore, guys.
I don't think Echoes of
all join
Echoes of Omens probably not going to cut it, so
I don't know.
Which actually could be a problem, right?
Before it gets produced.
Yeah.
No, they'll make it.
Okay, but we're here. We're going to talk about Glorious Traditions, NEKO. Well, whatever. We're going to talk about Sweet 16, right? Which is also a pile of formats.
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole?
16 of them.
So,
which rabbit hole?
But the way this goes is, right, Drascore, is just like when you're not playing your core game, except you can check off Crucible Clash as a free spot, right? For playing your normal
basically
game.
sealed. If you're playing in the main tournament, you sealed as your free spot.
But all these other ones, you just find somebody.
You says with Archon powers.
No, that's an additional spot.
That's an addition to.
Come on.
So when you
I'm not even going. Even I understood that.
I get to check off the box whether I win or lose. Correct?
I believe so. I actually don't remember.
Yeah, that sounds like it's rife for somebody just being like,
that was for you, Wookie.
Hey, you want to play Shredder? And I concede. I'll see you later. Can you sign here?
So
I mean, you're missing the spirit of the game.
Made in good faith, but
this isn't about spirit. This is about winning.
It's not about winning. Honestly, it's a fan-made event, which is amazing.
What's Sheep saying? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Wow, I am certainly saying that is true, and I do have some plans
to cheat.
So
if you're playing Sheep,
anything about
make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Just like Sheep's Phantom Key this
He takes out a Sharpie and writes, "This is Battlefleet" on the back of a card.
Well,
hold on. This is true. Technically, there was an Archon card that was replacing a Bubbles in our match this week, so it is not out of the question. Let's be very honest.
It was a reminder card, first off.
A reminder card. And if we could play with a reminder card in quarters and nickels and dimes, trust me, we can slot in one
and I'm
random
pretty sure
nice
Sheep
foiled
forged
card.
a Phantom Key on me and just said, "Yeah, I already had that." And I just
you can't pay attention and keep track of game state is not my fault.
Like, I just started playing with this thing that was on the board. I'm like, "What's this?" And that
was what I said. This is my key.
Yeah, no, you did not. You just put it back and didn't think anything of it. And then you're like, "Yeah, that's my third key, and I win."
Attention.
That's not true at all. He just all of a sudden like, "Yeah, that's my third key, and I win." And I was like, "Where did you get the first key?" He's like, "That's what this is." And I'm like, "What? That just showed up." Like, I don't remember this at all.
When I forged the key. I forged the multicolored token somebody gave me, then I forged the black amber token somebody gave me, and you don't need a third key, because you won.
So long story short, pay attention when you're... I didn't think I needed to pay that close attention to Sheep. I thought it was just Mr. Perfect, but now I got to pay attention to Sheep too. Short
story long, you can cheat against Wookiee because he has no idea what's going on ever.
Is that worth? Is that fruit worth the squeeze? Maybe that
depends
day
on the
was.
Day. It was not that day. That day was you legitimately got your butt kicked.
Yeah, no.
You went 0-3, man. We haven't seen you in a while, and you went 0-3. Like that doesn't happen too often.
No, I bought the last 2 GR decks, and they were Dudu Kaka. Thank you, Untamed. As it is traditionally Dudu Kaka lately. And, I had a Dead House in each deck, and neither of them comboed off into anything or did much of anything. I mean, they did things, but that was about it. Like they didn't have a win condition. They're just like, we can do some stuff. That was about it.
So yeah, they have 2 different adaptive formats for this weekend.
Where? I see
both adaptive and sealed adaptive.
Oh, I missed the sealed one.
So
what do you do in sealed adaptive? Hold on, I have to look this up.
Sealed adaptive is you look at the houses.
That's just short adaptive, right?
No, even regular adaptive is best of 1 or short. Sealed adaptive is you don't look at the deck list. You bid chains based off of houses. That was the traditional way.
Oh.
Yep.
This says so. Same process as regular adaptive format described above, with the deck choice restrictions of sealed.
So you're just opening random decks and bidding. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
But do you look at your deck? And then
you and you examine each other's deck lists and then similarly reveal which deck you would like to do. But instead of being able to pick what deck you bring in, you have to use a sealed deck. Okay, whatever. All right,
you do look at both.
Yeah, you do look at lists. It does not matter. For I have a plan on adaptive games. I will bring fraud if I can. Then we'll bid fraud, chains on fraud, and I will bid a minimum of 40 chains.
I love it.
And then all I have to do on my turn is pass. And count down by 1. Oh, 39, still no cards.
Are you not going to play any cards either?
I won't have any. My hand's going to start at 0. I have no cards. So you got until I draw.
So you can get like a nice.
And then
Are you having fun yet playing adaptive?
I mean, you can get yourself a hoagie. You can get yourself some Scrapple now that you're here in Pennsylvania. You can just shout.
I'm going to try to do it like I tried to get Barry to play adaptive with me with no cards. Where I'm like, you pick your deck. Okay, I'm gonna pick fraud. So we're gonna bid chains on fraud, right? And he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, all right. So I bid 40, and I just told him, all right. So I'll go first. I have no cards. 39 chains, pass go. And he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, what do you mean? What am I doing? Well, call your house. You know, you just play your deck. You're just like, I'm going to start with my Untamed turn and Dust Pixie. You know, Nature's Call, Joda. And I'll be like, well, son of a... Didn't see that coming. Well, how about that? I passed 38 chains. Your turn.
What were you hoping he plays a Gargantus Scrapper? It says, darn, I don't have 3 Ember yet? Like, what are you
I will play him about kind of
his deck, man. I can't play his deck for him. He has to play his deck.
Here's what I want to happen so bad. If you are playing sheep in sealed against fraud, please
sealed adaptive.
Or I'm sorry, adaptive against fraud. Please
outbid me.
Please bring your Raptor deck.
Hassel's Raptors?
Yeah, please bring your Hassel's Raptor deck.
As long as you got capture, those can be fraud for sure.
And just...
I mean, the Aeronauts can actually beat fraud there, too. You probably get the War Grumpuses going, too. I think we could really do this.
Yeah, fraud's toast. Alliance, I'll play fraud. Archon, I'll play fraud. Certain Darkness, play fraud. Yeah. Community card games.
Okay.
What do you purge for? Oh no, you got some decent purge targets in fraud.
Do you have
it's easy to give up 3 cards in fraud.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you have any of the community cards?
I have a bunch of them. Yeah.
Okay, because
not a set, but I have a bunch.
Yeah, and that'll be good.
This is actually good. I'm gonna pack my community cards. So yeah.
Yeah. Should I pull them out of my binder to bring them? I don't know. Keymander.
By the way, I think
Keymander. I have no plan for.
Yeah, I've never played Keymander.
Here's a fun fact. I don't know how to play Keymander.
No, I've never actually played Keymander either. This might be when I finally play it. But it's supposed to be like 3 decks. So I'll play Sealed Keymander where I maybe only need 1 deck.
Or is it 2? I thought it was 2 decks.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. That's probably... All right, hold on. It's a... Oh my gosh, this is a wall of text. 2 to 5 players recommended. Okay. 6 house pods. So 3 houses. 2 pods of each house. You can have any combination of expansions, including illegal expansions such as Menagerie Unchained or Civil War. Okay. Choose a Keymander creature. So I think they have a whole bunch, right? Yeah. Starts play.
Special print
so it starts play out of zone or out of play zone, whatever. So you can, I guess, you fund him. Okay, fully funded. Okay, take top card to place it under Keymander. It's fully funded once it has 2 cards. Fully funded Keymander can be played.
This is amazing radio content.
I have no idea what's going on.
Man.
So you shuffle 6 pods together, two of each house, and then there is a card that you basically purge cards to keep it running, and then you play Keyforge. I mean, that's
I don't know what I was thinking, trying to do Walkbot without being Walkbot. Sorry, guys.
You weren't even reading everything. It felt like you were like glossing over, like, yep, and
he was
wait. How much can you cheat?
Oh my goodness!
So, do I bring fraud
in life
and my copy of fraud and just shuffle them together to play Keymander? Fraud squared. Okay, I have a Keymander deck. It's fraud squared. It's going to be really bad, but it's what I'm playing.
Does it say
all right?
You should bring a copy of fraud.
Does it say you need to have 6 unique pods? Or
Let's not look at the rules too hard.
I mean, this isn't a community event, so.
Okay.
If I bring 2 PD decks, does that mean I get 4 prophecies?
You have 4 prophecies.
I do not see it saying that you can't have identical pods.
Yeah, okay. So double fraud. All right, I've got a deck. All right,
I don't think...
Reversal is certainly fraud. I just hand him fraud. Sealed. Well, we got to do sealed. Shredder. Oh, okay.
Can you? If for sealed, you just got to put
maybe not fraud.
For sealed, that's where your copy comes into play, right? Because then you just put it in a team bag, and then you open it. You're like, oh my god, fraud! Who knew?
I just put it in a Coda box.
Yeah, there you go.
Were you guys there? I played at I think it was at KFC. I opened, maybe it was a different vault. I opened a sealed deck for a pod, and it was Bandola. Not the Bandola, but it was a Bandola.
It was a Bandola.
So I was like, I opened a Bandola and sealed.
It must be fantastic, and it wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, although the joke is fine. Fraud for everything, I'm actually bringing that very same DM deck that I've been pushing people around at locals with, and I'll see how far I can carry that this weekend.
Well, I mean, we are playing sealed against it, specifically Amber Sky.
Yeah, so I'm going to let it play some real games this weekend.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's here again is Dr. Sheep playing his Archon deck versus all the sealed shit.
It's Sleepy Dragons. We've determined it can't be Archon good.
No, there will be something Archon good.
I think
we haven't seen a set that bad in a while. You gotta go all the way back to Dark Tidings for a set that bad that didn't even produce a good Archon deck.
Indeed.
It's rough.
So Sleepy Dragons will produce something worthwhile.
Yeah, so Shredder, which they are going to have Shredder decks. Although Shredder single game is a little weird to me.
Oh, it's just more shredding. It sounds like it's
because it really gets crazy when you're three games.
Yeah, you want multiple games.
But yeah, whatever. It's still fun. Tearing up decks and throwing them away is a good time. So I'm in for that.
I threw away decks and didn't even tear them up. I just threw right in the trash.
I gotta actually pick a Triad deck. I don't like that.
A survival.
And then Volt Assault. Volt Assault, which I intend to not play. That's my plan for Volt Assault. Pass.
Yeah. You could just run fraud.
I could. I could also just not play. And then there is talk in the community that they're going to run a CC with powers, Vault Assault, and Certain Darkness all at the same time.
All right. Are you guys ready for this? I got it.
Why would you do this?
Nope, this is even better. So, it should be CC with powers, adaptive. I lost my train of thought. Keymander.
Yeah. But you can only check off one box, no matter how many flavors of.
Man, that would actually be the ticket right there, right? Like, be like, I need to check off 4 boxes.
Can't
and
play
just
like
mush them all together.
Can
it be adaptive reversal?
Yeah, and check them all off. Yeah,
adaptive reversal Vault Assault.
So
that don't work. No, too bad.
I mean, I guess is a form of part of adaptive is reversal. I guess maybe I don't know.
That's what.
Not when you're playing best of one.
Yeah,
I suppose.
True. Wait, is this short adaptive or is this real adaptive?
Short, best of one.
It just says adaptive. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah, it's described further in the rules, but
okay.
There are
Yeah, it does say.
This is just one of those things. Like, I have never been at a Keyforge event where I have played more than 2 or 3 Keyforge games that were not dedicated to the main event.
So last year, the Sweet 16 was very popular. There were lots of people playing all over the place. It just had good vibes, and people were having a good time.
A scavenger hunt this year? Wasn't there a scavenger hunt last year that sent you like all over the city?
No, that was
the scavenger hunt.
I don't remember
that was
scavenger hunt.
That was not
charity event.
That was the charity event.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Which, by the way, I am bringing the sleeves from the charity event that I did not.
Oh.
I didn't get to go to the charity event, but I donated, so I got the sleeves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring those and use them. So I was like, what sleeves should I bring? I was like, oh shoot, I need to bring these. So
I used my sleeves at Celebration.
Were those the good ones? Those were the good ones,
I didn't.
Right? Those were the dragon shields somebody made
about it.
Yeah, they're dragon shields with Brobnar.
Yeah, they were all the ugly sweater stuff, but they were actual dragon shields. They weren't Gamegenic garbage.
Yes, that is correct. I use Gamegenic sleeves now all the time on board games.
Oh.
That's what we've been playing a lot of.
But they're also significantly better than what they used to be.
Yeah, probably.
The Keyforge ones were really bad. Not good at all.
They were work in progress.
Yes, they were.
Trying to teach my kid that instead of saying everything sucks, is room for improvement. Try to keep him from getting in trouble.
Wait.
No, you just say there's room for improvement.
Who are you? What'd you do with Dan?
I don't know.
Well, I can say things suck. I'm just saying. I gotta practice a little bit. Little bit of practice on my own part.
He's working on his positivity.
I like this new Dan. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
No, it's awful. It's like lying to people.
Very fancy.
There's room for improvement, but really, there isn't. But it's what I have to tell you. Here's your participation award.
All right.
Speaking of, Wookiee got a participation award at our locals.
Yeah,
it was great to have.
Car still.
Oh, what'd you get?
Yeah. I got a Ember Skies. I got an Ember Skies deck.
Well, it's a special one. It's our store deck.
Store deck.
They all broke down in tears. They're like, "Please, thank you for coming back to play with us." And they all cried a little bit.
Oh.
No, it wasn't an awe moment. They were just happy to have a player with even numbers finally again.
That we could beat up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I got beat up this week. I got beat up good. I got beat up real good.
Yeah, we don't pull our punches
No.
It was
no.
good of you.
I would never expect you to, but, I guess...
Except we said who dat, then we kicked him right in the teeth.
Yeah, that's kind of how that went. Exactly. It's kind of exactly how that went, but... Dan wants to keep the episode short, so let's move into the bit of, I guess, news. It's news, right?
Snooze.
Well, it is news that we have. Yeah.
I mean,
It's information we did not have yesterday.
Let's say at this time of year, it is news, and
I guess we're all wondering, and I don't. The thing just leads to the article for the store championships, and the prize decks were prophetic visions. Like that's what they show as prize decks.
Yep.
Yes.
But then they show this.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so it does say it in there. I didn't see it because they have a different.
Yeah, it's like the battle tested where
treasure awarded for your glorious
boxes.
Victory. So what you'll be getting as your prize support is Keyforge exclusive Keyforge prophetic visions decks containing at least one legacy card. They do. My favorite part is exactly what Dan says. They show off cards like Control the Weak, Library Access, Stealth Mode, and Too Much to Protect. But I'm going with Dan's list of what we're going to get, which includes such Keyforge All-Stars such as Saurian Egg. Sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Hollowed Blaster, Halicor the Terror, Dexter, Dive Pod, or Knuckles Bolton.
Yep. Look forward to those reprints if you're lucky. I mean, you could get a Lamidra.
Is that the one that gives elusive? Oh wait, or is Lamidra just elusive and skirmish?
No.
Just elusive to its neighbors.
It's elusive.
Oh, it gives elusive. What's the one that's elusive and has skirmish?
That's Knuckles Bolton.
Knuckles Bolton. That's right.
Yep. I already picked that as one of those.
I'm hoping for a Brobnar plant.
Do
you want really rare? You want like a weird rare slot card that then has like a 1 in 7 chance of being any house?
Do you think they'd have new cards because the plant cycle was never finished, right? Because we don't have like plants for the new houses, so they make
they only did those houses.
No.
What were those trash discards they made? Where it was like
Masters
a house?
of 1, Master of 2, Master of 3.
No.
Oh yeah.
The key imps.
Well, there's gold key imp. That is the worst one.
What was it? It was
only because the
Pit Lord.
Because it closes
Pit
the
Lord.
game.
No, Pit Lord is too much fun when there isn't dis.
Yeah,
that's true. But there is dis in PV.
I mean, we hated Rotting Mist, right? We just talked about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Can it Maverick from DM? Oh no, that was in CC, right?
Oh, it was like no, it was a single creature type, wasn't it? Something Bane.
Single
the
creature.
Banes.
Oh, the Banes. Yeah, they're all the different Banes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's you get.
You guys are bringing back some PTSD here, man.
You're gonna get Giant Bane and PV.
Bane.
Yes.
Yeah. So
what a winner.
I mean, I think this is cool. Legacies are fun. Guaranteed legacy is not something we had before. It changes up a little bit. It allows them to keep printing PV and still say it's sold out because it's not normal PV. It's like guaranteed legacy PV, right?
Or what Sheep said is one worse card in my deck.
Yeah, guaranteed worse version of PV.
Yeah. It's not going to have a fate effect, so I suppose there's that.
We're just going to weaken this up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was
Maybe
a pool.
Reprint PV, and every deck gets 10 legacy cards, and then maybe the set will be balanced.
What if it was a legacy house, like a whole legacy house?
I mean, sure.
Okay, but looking at
that would be such a weird. thing to think about.
No.
Like the logic you'd have to worry about cross card interaction becomes huge. If any house could be pulled in with a complete set of cards from it.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of mind-boggling to think about.
Is mimicry in PV? It's not, is it? I don't think it is.
No,
because
mimicry is not.
No, that could be dumb.
No, but you could look forward to a save the pack.
Oh, baby! I'm excited. My nipples are rock
looking
hard.
at these four cards that they've listed, which are pretty hot and spicy.
Yeah. They did take traditional 6 value cards to show us.
Yeah. But think about PV, a solid PV deck that now has Control the Weak in it too. More control, or a great
Stealth
Logos, a great Logos with Library Access. Stealth mode going in, TMTP.
Oh god, with an LA, so you got the already good efficiency of PV.
Actually, don't know if LA is that impressive.
Yeah, I don't think LA actually holds up. I do think the Control the Weak is. I think that and Stealth mode are again more control.
TMTP is also one that is not actually that exciting because there is not a ton of stall. A little bit of capture that could be washed into big amber pools, but that's good color.
Well, I guess that's how you get around Tranks, right? You Tranks and then you go, okay, here.
Yeah, you just let them have it, TMTP them. But, it's like, it's only secret the first time you play it sealed, and then they know.
Yeah.
You could always get that legacy.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I wonder if they did a pass over on what could be legacied and actually cranked it up. Like did a filter and said, none of these bad things. Right? Just said,
I doubt it.
Nope.
They could be real good.
Like, because your typical legacy
I don't really believe them.
Trash.
That they know. No. I don't know that they know what's good from bad. Although I will say, this is the first time I've ever looked at a set of cards where they're like, look at these good cards, and been like, those are actually good cards. Like normally they have something like outrageous in there that you're like, why the hell would you have this in this picture?
I guess I'm looking at this list, and outside of TMTP, all the other three have traditionally been restricted cards in Alliance. They have ways to tell cards that are good.
Maybe,
right.
Or maybe they just go to draftscore.com and filter on the sixes.
That's what they did. Yeah. They just filtered out all the sixes. Mm-hmm. So you will actually see none of these cards.
And because they said, we won't actually.
And they went to
well, because a lot of these traditionally
they went in and filtered by zeros. Oh,
and you get your Garganti scrappers.
Because wasn't LA turned off
Angry Bob
from being able to be legacied?
No,
it wasn't. You're right. No, it was turned off from being legacied, right?
No.
Are you the one who has a legacy, LA?
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually have a tendency of being able to pull LA in the legacy format, so I have a couple different decks. They're fun.
I just look at that like Control the Weak in PV, Stealth mode in PV. Ugh.
It's more control.
Yeah. All right, it's very consistent control. It's a good card. That and Control the Weak, they're definitely good cards.
Take I think I'm just gonna open Arcanometer.
Well,
it's just not gonna happen.
I also wonder if this is going to.
You're just gonna open pointless 3-power creatures.
More than likely. Thanks.
That's probably right.
Gonna go take a bath with a toaster now.
It's gonna be the cards that you're like, oh, this isn't real bad. That 3-power guy in Saurian who moves an amber off of a creature. Be like, he's okay.
Yeah. I actually have LA that showed up in my DT deck. It is a fun DT deck, just from what it can do from moving cards. And being able to have cards like Dalmage Steelheart then, or Honor's
Hey,
Thesis,
here's a fun thing to think about, guys. Store championships are when? They're coming up, right?
April?
Yeah, March.
March 1st, April 17th.
March, April.
Yeah.
Here's a fun thing. So we have store championships for all 3 formats. Sealed, Archon, and Alliance.
Yeah, it's still unrestricted PV season.
Yeah, we don't have a new restricted list for 2026 yet.
Nope. Maybe there'll be one by then. They'll release it like a week before, and everybody will be like, "Ah!"
Right. TRGs, but yeah.
I mean, like the 4 people. Because even in ours, where we're talking with Sydney about, well, what are we going to run for Adaptive Week? And she's like, well, are we all just going to play my decks again? Or are we just going to play Sealed Adaptive and be like,
no, not
Sealed Alliance?
You can play Sealed.
Yeah,
Adaptive.
Sealed
That's
Alliance.
Sealed
Great for Alliance.
and be good enough.
Sealed Alliance, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Silver in the
that's-
corner, you're using that adaptive word again.
Yeah, it keeps creeping in. But yeah, we're probably...
That's a 5 spot in the swear jar, man.
You know,
Yeah,
here's the deal.
Even with Alliance players, it's just like, let's just play Sealed Alliance.
Formats that begin with A, just throw them out the window. Adaptive, Alliance.
Archon?
Oh, I guess that does start with an A.
Hey, that's the other thing we were talking
Yeah,
You know what? As of recent, yeah, throw it out the window.
about.
Because the current meta for Archon is not great.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you have a PV deck that can compete, it's kind of interesting. But
Yeah,
you have to have a PV deck that can compete.
Yeah.
Is how I feel about it. And,
yeah.
well, I don't, and I don't.
This
Like, I'm no
feels-
longer in the market to find good decks.
Because you have no reason to find good decks.
I mean, yeah, you're right, because I already got my Archon.
Well, I mean, you may have a reason to find them, but the problem is there is zero reason to spend any sort of big money on them, which is what everyone is expecting.
but they don't trade hands anyways.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter how much money you have.
Some of the best
Truly
ones,
good decks don't change hands anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
They just
Right,
get
well, what you
borrowed
need
to
to
one
do
of
is you need
one
to
of the
be
team groups and get used.
super on top of it. You need to be super on top of it, and as soon as one is open, recognize it rapidly and message the crap out of that person. I mean, that's the only way to get one now, right? I mean, I think that's what folks who have accumulated these good decks are doing.
Yeah, and I have zero interest in doing that.
I just don't. Yeah.
That sounds icky.
Yeah.
It sounds like work, which means it sounds icky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I am at. Like, I don't want to turn it into work, right?
Yep.
The juice ain't worth the squeeze. I've used that now phrase now twice.
Yeah. Now when you turn your hobby into work, it's quits being fun.
Right. And I kind of miss the old days of trying to find some of those good stuff, but like I'm with Dan. Like, good decks don't change
when
hands anymore.
Stuff actually hit the market, and there's lots of stuff being opened and traded, but it's just condensed now to the point where it's hard. I feel like it's hard, and then what a good Archon deck is worth these days, which is $200 to $500, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
I guess I don't actually know what good decks trade for, but that's my guess. And I also don't want to spend that kind of money anymore.
It's hard to justify that amount of money anymore because, I mean, what do you get out of it?
A fun deck that you try at a Vault Tour.
Technically, your
that's right.
response is you get one Vault Master 23 deck.
Yeah.
And a 24.
I was just starting, the line. Okay, you can finish.
Yeah.
Wait, 123, 124.
You got 25. And the foil playmat.
Yeah.
I would have liked the foil playmat.
The playmat's awesome.
Yeah. Playmat is awesome. And you don't even use it.
I try to rotate through them. I have too many mats, and I feel that if I don't rotate through, I don't know. I have a little worry that it's going to just flake off, but it seems to be holding up pretty well so far.
You could always hang them somewhere in your man dungeon.
No, my man dungeon has each of the boxes from our sets.
Oh,
yeah.
No room for mats.
Oh no, there's plenty of room.
I feel like we could fit those in there somewhere.
All right. Do we have any more jokes to make on store championship decks?
No more store.
Yeah,
but I mean, I like our idea of like Archon is single deck sealed. Alliance is sealed alliance, and then sealed is 3-deck pick one. That was our idea, Drascore. What's your idea? Were you following or
more
not
sealed?
Really? Yeah. In fact, well, that was our whole
sealed?
thing. That was all.
I heard
sealed.
a lot of sealed.
It was all sealed, just different variations of sealed.
I mean, sealed's great. I mean, I threw. So
Is there a world?
Got my quiver. I threw a bunch of decks in. I did throw my Sleepy Dragons deck in there, right? So Draconian Measures went in. I threw a VM25 deck in that I liked. I threw a couple things in. And then some sealed decks. So that's what I'm bringing.
I've enjoyed my...
I know Dan's just going to immediately shoot this down and say no.
I mean, are we like sliders? So there are lots of alternate worlds?
Maybe. Yes.
Or I got to fit it in this world.
If you're trying to go into later sliders, it's just it turns. I love the show, man, but it just
didn't
you
ever hear how to correctly watch sliders? Just you can watch up until season 3 and then forget what's her name died.
See, I loved it so much. I wanted to see the end, and it was really tough, boys.
Yeah,
it was really tough to watch the end.
Right.
Got some crazy stuff.
Is there a world? And Sheep's going to immediately say no, so I'm discounting anything he says. Where sealed is just how we play Keyforge. Like, there is no more Archon. There is no more Alliance. This is just... Every format is what we said. We move into a single deck sealed, a 3-deck sealed, and a sealed Alliance, and that's just how Keyforge is played. Competitively. Not as a
print game.
Not as a print. You said not as a print game?
Right. It's too much money to know you're always throwing stuff away. If there is no chase and no reason to have the cards, then there's no reason to print the cards. That's the problem. It is just ultimately too wasteful at the core for that to be financially successful. People just won't deal with it.
Are you sure?
Now, the fact is that feel like play it that way. No, I'm serious. Yes, you're gonna say I'm saying no because I believe that if that was actually all there was to the game, it would be dead. There would not be players anymore. We would quit playing.
I feel like that's how a lot of people already we go to the vault tours and all that, which is just wasteful, right? There's no real drive to go there.
But there is a little dream you open something cracked, and you get to go play it at the vault.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, would I be more interested in Archon if I cracked something stupid again and had a chance? I would play again. Sure. I mean, I'm playing it. There is the chance of opening something cracked and crushing Reapout's face with it is a little bit of value to me.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a little bit of that value to then go and crush people who are investing more time than me in Archon, right? But that's it. And the only way that's going to happen is I just open something totally cracked because I'm not going to practice or get the skill to do it. I just need the luck.
I wonder where we sit because, at this point, are we competitive? Are we casuals? I feel like we're somewhere in between.
We're definitely not the same kind of hardcore we used to be. That's for sure.
No, I'll agree with that because,
what I am shocked. I am shocked to hear this. This is flabbergasting me at this point.
Well, like,
you mean to tell me this cast is talking about in-depth strategy? What?
Well, the strategy in Keyforge hasn't changed enough in the last couple of years.
And I will agree with that. The only strategy in Keyforge was the only Keyforge strategy change was prophecies, and it's play the dumbest prophecies that you can to make sure that your opponent doesn't get to play things.
Yeah, it's guessing what house they're thinking of. That's the new strategy.
Well, I think there's
Can't
better.
Guess, right?
Archon, I think there's better. What was the one when you have the same amount of creatures? I can't remember the name of it, but I know what it does.
Stars aligned.
Stars aligned.
Stars aligned. That
there are better.
I agree.
Ones.
That is an interesting prophecy.
There are ones that are better. That I mean, and I guess it depends on where your strategy lies,
from
right?
A gameplay perspective,
right? Because where your strategy lies, like if you need your prophecies to pop off. Right? Like, you can definitely make sure stars align. You are always in control of stars aligned, more or less. Because you can make sure if it pops
more or
off
less,
or not.
yeah.
More or less. I don't know. I wonder... Because it's like, normally when something like this... No, because that's not even true. I was going to say older sets normally creep back in, but... Man, you haven't even seen older sets creep back in, because it's just... Well, what house am I thinking of really determines on whether you get to play cards or not. Like, it's...
You have an impact... Go ahead. I was going to say, you have an impact with some of the set design from PV. There are other great sets, like Vaultmaster 25. It's a little bit more in line.
Great,
people have gotten into...
So...
They're literally outclassed by PV. But here's the thing. What are you chasing? Like, your local OP scene is what you've created. For the most part, they've shrunk or very, very small, and it's fun, but it's a social atmosphere. It's a way to be able to get out, and that is still very much appreciated. But the one storyline events a year, go ahead and show up for KFC. You have maybe one event that's drivable for a vault. For those of us who are blessed, we can go ahead and go to multiple. That's a small number. Then you go to those large events. What are we really looking at?
You heard it here. You heard it from JR. If you're not going to multiple vaults, you're not blessed.
I'm saying, Draz, that it's taking a bit of money in order to be able to go to multiple vaults.
Yeah.
And so the question is that...
I mean, it takes money to go to multiple big events for any game. I just don't ever see where you guys are going where this game is not cheap to play, therefore it's something expensive.
That's not always 100% true. Like, I mean, but...
No, you cannot go play multiple top-level events in anything for nothing.
Not for nothing.
It'll be a little bit cheaper because you'll have two that are some level of drivable. Right. Or you could be some of these guys who live in stupid parts of the country and there are no major events for them even near them. Like, that's... I don't know.
I agree, Sheep, with you on that. Here's where the difference is. What are you really striving for? So you can go ahead and put in the time and the reps, and you can go ahead and find those decks. And what are you doing it for?
There's still plenty of bragging rights in winning a vault tour.
There is bragging rights, but that's where really is stopping at this point. It has become more of a social experience for most individuals.
This is a well-washed discussion that we've had on this cast where I do not agree with your guys' need for getting more for winning. I don't. I've never had that feeling. I don't understand that mentality as a driving factor. I don't think
it's not your push.
You're right, but I think just from it's a much deeper core thing. I think having that as a driving factor in your life leads to a lot of the terrible things that we have in this world. But
I also
not
don't
what we're here
think
to talk
that he's
about.
necessarily talking about stuff.
Like the Wookiee.
Right?
Yes, exactly like the Wookiee.
No reaction.
Okay. like the Wookiee what? I guess I'm confused on where you're headed with that, but... not necessarily stuff, but you're talking bragging rights, but it's like, okay... I guess like some of the bigger ones, like if I were to go like over at Baltimore or Rochester, I would feel some sense of accomplishment. But,
No,
like,
I think that winning. I think
will
winning
take
any
my
vault
wins
is
at
a big
tiny
accomplishment.
vaults and keep them. I am just
Yeah.
fine with them.
I agree with that. I think that any vault tour win is impressive. I just, what are you really going for? Like when you talk cheap that there's nothing there, I'm not talking for money, but like we got to put out some decent prizes, something that's an incentive there. And it's not just here's one, but like if we can't even get a box for taking down first, like frankly, first has everything. But
I mean,
even making top 8 is still a very impressive ordeal, and yet it's
personally, I'm just fine with the prizes
lack of
at
prizes
vaults, the prizes at vaults as comparison to attendance. I am just fine with them. We all agree the prizing at Worlds was subpar.
So you got to remember, Sheep's prize for winning a vault or doing well at a vault is he likes his picture taken and then put it up on a website.
No, I like my name in the article. I actually don't like the picture.
Oh, okay. Well, name an article. He likes the recognition.
Yeah, you're right. It's recognition.
Yeah.
It is one of those things, accomplishing something other people haven't accomplished. That's about what it is for me.
Words of affirmation there. We appreciate you, Shape.
You don't appreciate me. Bow down to my superior play.
And to a degree, I agree with Sheep. Like that's a drive for me. But like it just like, oh, is that drive worth the, and again, decks aren't changing hands. So the secondary market's very stale. Anything being posted for hundreds of dollars is typically not worth what the person is asking for. I think, can we all agree upon that?
I don't know.
Or?
I don't know if I can agree because I haven't actually seen anything posted in the hundreds of dollars and then reviewed it and said yes or no to it. I've seen, like, I turned off my DOK notifications for deck sales because I've
been looking in DOK for a while now, and I'm just like, I don't think this cuts the mustard.
Well,
maybe
but
I'm wrong.
you're a different person than when it comes to shopping because you look at a deck and if you don't think it's like one of the 3 best decks in the world, you are like a discounting it immediately kind of guy. You have a very, very, very high criteria.
I won't disagree with you when I shop for decks because if I don't think it's going to do what I'm looking for it to do, is it worth the money that somebody's asking for it?
Well, it's not to you. That is the clear answer.
Okay.
And I don't think your prices align with what other people think decks are worth when they're
and I think everybody else's deck evaluation prices is absolutely bananas.
Well, that's fine, right? Like we don't have to agree.
Right.
They're the seller; they get to set the price.
You are 100% correct. I'm not.
So there is. Speaking of buying decks, like I used to. Folks may remember from way back.
Yeah, you like to buy all kinds
way
of
back on
decks.
the cast. Like I used to buy decks. Yeah, I would find the most interesting deck I could find for $30. Like that was fun. That was a fun game. And I would just bring them to local, play them, whatever, right? And just have some fun. But you know what killed that for me? Because I didn't buy real Archon decks. No, it was when Keyforge came back and it was only Archon and there was no sealed. I was like, shit, like I bought all these decks because I really just wanted to play sealed. And I was like, I bought all these decks, but none of them can actually be used. So I was like, I guess I have to start looking at Archon decks. And I never actually went back to finding those weird stuff? Decks for $30. And yeah, I never went back to it.
Yeah, it's the playgroups.
And I'm not super looking for... Yeah.
Yeah, playgroups are small now. It's even harder.
So that's
when you show up. Like I keep showing up with my currently OKDM deck, and basically what I'm gonna keep beating up people who want to play sealed decks against it, and then sooner or later, Mr. Perfect's gonna start bringing out his decks that are well in line to beat it up and start taking my lunch money, which is fair, but it's just I don't know. It's hard. It is hard to find places to play the medium stuff unless your group is willing to play all those extra rules on top formats we were talking about a little bit at the beginning. Unless you actually have a very good casual play group, which, technically we do here, but we would rather we're junkies. We'd rather see something new than even try something we've already seen before. That's just more interesting. Yeah. It's, what's this one got to offer? Oh, nothing.
It's a lottery ticket. Yeah. It's a chance to be able to play something fun. And again, the price point to go play for a couple hours with friends is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's that'll be interesting to see where
maybe I should go back and look at weird decks.
The game goes forward here. Like we talked about a little bit before, PV being overpowered, which I think comes back down to just core design philosophy stuff, which is they added a new play zone and effect, which adds value to cards. So you either have to detune parts of the cards to equal out that they're better, or you get what you have in PV, which is the base strength of the card is as good, if not better, than cards have always been. Plus, they now have a bonus feature that gives them more value, so you just have a higher value across the whole set, right?
Mm-hmm. And when the control goes outside of a normal order of turn, then it has
there's no way to meaningfully interact with it out of set, and that's where WoW was a secret success in that there was what a token was played just fine with traditional Keyforge rules. It's just a relatively mediocre value creature, but it had that opportunity cost where it's like, this card is either a 2-value creature if you tokenize it, or the card you may be giving up your 5 and 6 value cards, and that becomes a risk and a balancing factor, right? Because you're not making the choice, and WoW decks that were really strong and stuff, they had a little more option where you're like, oh, I'm only turning my 1s and 2s into tokens and able to keep the good cards in cycle. Or you see a lot of people talking about where WoW fails is like, well, yeah, you got 3 really strong cards in your deck and they turn into tokens and you lose that game because they got turned into tokens. And it's just a luck thing with WoW to win sometimes, where that was part of the elegance of that set, was that there was a potential cost to playing these cards for their alternate value, where that really doesn't exist in PV, right? It's, you get to almost always choose to play your cards for their highest value use every time you have them. So you just, the set's just stronger. And that's where, again, you start looking at the Sleepy Dragon rules. Sleepy Dragons have this stay exhausted mechanic, which means there's a cost to doing it sometimes to get a very clear benefit that your opponent can respond to through very traditional Keyforge measures, right? Oh, he's entrenching that creature, which is going to allow him to do these things. I need to kill that creature. Cards and decks are already designed to do that. So you can interact with what's happening there, right? And then the whole overwhelm mechanic is a catch-up mechanic. It's, again, you're not... The core aspects of Keyforge, nothing is changing. There's nothing that a previous deck, is you understand, a previous deck understands how to play against Overwhelm. Well, play more or less creatures. Certainly some decks can play more or less creatures, right, just based off of counts. But the mechanic isn't anything out of this world where it's just I have no way to interact with that. Mm-hmm. And that's again, it's where PV was a thing, and also sometimes where DT failed. Well, DT failed because they actually did too much balancing, where they're like, oh, when there is a tide, it's a little stronger, and when there isn't a tide, it's a little weaker. But because the tide trades and there wasn't enough tide raising, on average, you ended up with the weaker half of the cards, and it was terrible. Right. That's
right. And sometimes
I think that's
they
where
had
DG,
stuff that was, it was like as powerful as the old card if you had the Tide with you, and weaker if you didn't. Or it was like, what?
Right. It was tuned a little it's tuned too soft, right? To be truly competitive. But that's, it's like, it's just core. I don't know. I think of it. You sit down and you think about it, and certainly didn't think about it when I was looking at the cards the first time, because I'm not a designer, but as I sit here and play and think about it, and we use metrics to define the cards, it's kind of easy to see these things where it's like, if a card is this strong, and now it gets additional things that make it stronger, it's just a better card than we've ever had before. Right? Which means, on average, these decks are just going to be better than anything we've had before. And there's nothing that I'm seeing in Sleepy Dragons that does that kind of math. And definitely the preview, we've seen most of the set, right? There have not been a lot of 20s in that set that I've seen. So, we'll see where it goes.
But Sheep needs to go to bed. He's got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then...
I do.
Get to...
NEKO. Have fun, guys.
So.
I gotta drive to the south side of Chicago for work, then drive back home to take my coworker to get our heavy duty truck, so I could then get my stuff to then go back to Chicago to get on a plane to fly to NEKO. So my actual travel time tomorrow is going to be like...
Is anybody streaming NEKO or no?
There's talk of at least 2 or 3 people having streaming setups.
So there is, however, it might just be recorded because last year there was an attempt to stream, but the internet in Amish country is not so good. And,
what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it out loud. Go ahead and say it out loud. They're not listening.
The random bakery off the back of carts are often very good in Amish country.
Yes,
that's true. That is true.
I'm gonna miss the smorgasbord. What's funny is you mentioned it, and then all of a sudden, like, my TikTok was like, "Oh, check out this place called whatever smorgasbord," and it's
Shady Maple Smorgasbord.
That's the one, and I'm like, oh man, now I'm really mad that I'm not gonna get to see this joint because it looks absolutely. Just the sheer vision of taking it all in is kind of like, wow, that's a hell of a place.
Well, yeah, it's kind of outrageous. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome and weird and strange.
I get it, but you look at it and you're like, I watched this one thing where a dude's like, I never tried chicken hearts, and they have chicken hearts, and I was like, I would not try that. You're a brave soul.
That's just not what you mean.
If you're going to NEKO, have a good time. This probably won't be out until after you're already at NEKO. You're probably listening to this on your flight home if you are listening to this.
Good. They can't know all my fraud plan secrets.
I think we all knew your fraud plan secrets. Because I'm not going to lie.
That wasn't easy to guess.
I think we were already all on board with yep, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm predictable.
Yep. You never know what Sheep's going to do.
He's going to pull broke.
With that being said, we will see you all next week.
Happy Forge.
Promise strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next. You better give respect. Cause ain't